You don't want to be married?
No, I could be a fiance forever. I have no desire to create a government contract with anybody because, like, we already married in my book. The loyalty is there, the honesty is there, the integrity is there. All of the key ingredients of a husband. They only get married for money. They get married for a sense of security. I'm not insecure because they get to walk around and say, I'm a wife. And for some reason in their mind, that makes them better than the girlfriend because this
Right.
man gave you his last name. You think because you're a wife, you have some kind of degree of ownership or leverage, or no, you don't, except for contractually. We don't need a government contract for me to be reassured that he's going to take care of me even when we separate. I don't need that. This is why I say use his wallet to build your wealth, because when you do, you can walk away whenever you want and not feel like you're obligated to stay in that relationship based on the financial status, based on how much money there is, based on the lifestyle you built. You don't have to worry about that. We could do the whole ceremony and everything, but I'm not letting the government tell me that when I separate from somebody, I got to give him half, or he got to give me half it. I'm not obligating somebody to do that. That's crazy. Every woman marries for wealth, security, protection. There's no other reason why you would get married. I don't need a last name. I have one.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys that was sent by one of my subscribers, actually a brother that I interviewed, Passport Bro, while I was spent time in Thailand. He's also from the same city that I'm from, so shout out to Jordan. And there is a video similar to what you saw here in the intro of a woman saying that she just wants the wedding. She really doesn't want to be married. And I want y'all to hear what she has to say, because I know at first hand it sounds like, oh my God, but I want y'all to hear what she has to say and let me know what your thoughts are. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Would you be willing to sign a prenup when you get married? Okay, this might sound crazy, but like, I don't want to be married legally. I just want a wedding, like the big wedding.
No, that's smart as hell.
Like,
No, it sounds crazy.
I don't, if that makes sense, like,
Travis feel you.
I just want to like have the experience, like the wedding, the big wedding, but I don't want to sign no papers saying that we married because, for one, I don't want to go through the divorce process. Two, I'm not signing no prenup, and if like my money is my money and your money is your money, so like it shouldn't be, you know. I don't want to have it.
I think the most shocking part out of everything she said was when she said your money is your money and my money is my money, because typically you don't hear that coming out of a woman's mouth. However, this is something that has been talked about before, and I've seen it talked about on other platforms. Getting married but not getting the government involved. Now, I know there are some guys that are for this, and there are some guys that are against this. So I'm not going to sit over here and pick a side per se, but what I will say is that I can understand, given the history of how divorce works and how men pretty much get dragged through the mud when it comes to divorce. From that aspect, I can understand why a man will probably prefer to do the same, get married but not legally. And from a woman's point of view, I guess in some degree, if she may be in a situation where she could potentially be making more than her partner, or maybe for some reason, you know how some of these women are about not wanting to take a man's last name, reasons like that, I can probably understand why they would prefer to do this. Me myself, I can't really say, because to be honest with you, I really don't trust the system, and I don't think most women think like this. So with that in mind, I would probably lean towards doing what I'm doing now and just travel and date abroad and marry that woman in her country. But yeah, it was a bit surprising. I mean, both women basically said the same thing. So I really want to know what you guys think, because something tells me I got a really good feeling that there's probably going to be a little bit of a mixed reaction from the guys in the comments. So let me know what y'all think, because I found that very interesting that both of them pretty much had the same take. And I've heard men say the very same thing. So, whatever floats your boat, man. Let's keep it moving.
This woman cussed this man out because he proposed to her, but not with the ring that she wanted. Maybe he couldn't afford it. You go and look at the comments of this video, and I'm gonna add the creator of this video in the description so you can find it and watch it for yourself. The travesty. You look at the comments, and women is like, well, if he told you which ring he wanted and you didn't buy that one, I would have denied it too. You're going to turn down a life with someone who wants to give their whole entire life to you, bust their ass to create a family with you, just because you didn't get the princess cut carat diamond ring that you wanted? Are you insane? Are you nuts? This is insanity. I'm going to tell you what, bro. This is why passport bros are winning. This is why they are dunking all over modern women in the Western world. Because they'll say, you know what? Don't worry about it. I can just get a simple band for my wife in Colombia who looks better, who doesn't wear wigs, who don't wear all the crazy lashes, all the crazy makeup, who don't wear bonnets and pajamas outside, who doesn't look crazy, and who's going to love me and appreciate me. I'll just get her a ring. Save the money and buy us a house and have a family there. We need to wake up. This is ridiculous.
Well, I guess thanks to the influence of social media, I'm like, should we really be surprised when we hear stories like this? Y'all remember when that one chick that was on when Pearl was interviewing, and I think she said she wanted a wedding ring that was like $250,000, and I was looking at her like, ma'am, on the scale of 1 to 10, man, I don't even think you make the scale. She was hit, bro. I was like, for real? $250,000? It has to sparkle when it's across the street. And that's my thing too. I'm like, why? What is it with women? How is it that you want to build a life for something? You want to build a life with somebody, but you want to put him in debt all for the sake of buying this really expensive ring when you can buy a less expensive ring and take the rest of that money that you would have bought the ring for and invest that in your future home together? Why is that? Oh man, I tell you, bro. Materialism has the West cooked. Let's keep it moving.
Answer is yes. It should be over. Now check this out. I hear you. Now, it's interesting because when we talk about double standards, right? Because if a guy takes too long to propose, usually the women are like, he's out, he's done. But all of a sudden now
It's so funny how quick they were to boo that man, but then when he raised the double standard, all of a sudden they got quiet. If I'm applying to go to a college and they reject me and say, you're not accepted, do I apply again or do I go find another school to apply to? Once again, this goes to show how quickly people like when other people don't have self-respect for themselves. Not a gender thing. Men take advantage of women that don't have self-respect, and women love a man that doesn't have self-respect for himself. Some of you are so used to men being so thirsty and so desperate just to be in your presence. When you actually hear something that shows a man having respect for himself, a lot of you don't know how to respond properly.
I mean, yeah, I never really understood that double standard. I always thought that was a load of shit. Because if a man is presenting you a ring and telling you he wants to spend the rest of his life with you and you say no, what's the point of going forward? I don't know. What's the point of staying? Well, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Stick around and wait for you to change your mind? I gotta continue to prove myself for another 3 months, 6 months, another year, 2 years, 3 years. How much longer do I gotta stick around and prove myself or do whatever it is to make you feel comfortable or want to commit to me like I want to commit to you. If fellas, if you ever find yourself in this situation, walk away. Please, just walk away. And don't let these women try to shame you otherwise, because just like he said, if you waited too long, then they ready to get rid of you. Remember the video I did too long about that one girl who said if her man was gonna propose, she wasn't gonna say yeah because he took too long, but she's still with him? I tell you, bro, common sense really ain't common no more. Let's keep it moving.
How do you define misogyny?
I would say men thinking that they are superior to women.
What have I said that would lead you to believe that I'm a misogynist using your definition of
Every
misogyny?
single argument that you've made on this podcast, specifically the ones about the patriarchy.
What was the argument that I made?
You whined about how you were subject to the draft for an hour.
So because I argued about men being subject to military conscription would be me saying that men are superior to women?
Well, I'm sorry if I insulted you. I don't really... The thing is, you're arguing with me, and I'm trying to explain myself to you, and I don't think that you really care about what I have to say. I think you just want to be right.
Well, I'm trying to understand because you lobbied an accusation towards me that I'm a misogynist, and it's not clear. I'm asking how. Articulate how.
You brought a bunch of women into a room under the guise we were going to talk about dating, and then proceeded to bring up every hot political topic you possibly could, and then argued against us on our views. And I'm not saying that's innately misogynist. I just think that it was at its least irritating, and I'm not going to sit here and try to explain my reality to you over and over again. It's exhausting.
Still not clear how that's misogynist.
Well, that's fine. You can figure it out yourself then. Maybe you can do some internal thinking.
As soon as I get done with the Black America, watch out, modern feminists, because I'm coming for you. It's gotten ridiculous. Feminism has been radicalized, okay? Make no mistake. This is not the feminism that appeared in the 19th century when women had actual issues and we weren't allowed to vote and we did not have equality in society. This is not what this is, okay? Feminism today is a means to demonize men. It has nothing to do with women, actually. It has everything to do with men, right? It is the practice that women are victims, and it is the practice that women can use their victimhood to take down men. There is something extremely wrong with modern feminism and the people that are leading it, and make no question, if the idea is only to attack men, this entire movement is actually about men and not women.
Watch this girl perfectly explain the privilege to live in America.
I'm Middle Eastern. Okay, in Iran, women will get arrested, killed, attacked, beat just for showing their hair. To me, that is oppression.
That's not scientific evidence of oppression.
You don't need to have any scientific study. If a woman shows her hair in public in Iran, there's a high probability that a violent hate crime is going to be committed against her just for showing her hair, because in Iran and the Middle East specifically, there's a lot of oppression against women.
Well, it's a fact. It's facts that add into statistics.
But you don't need to do any scientific study to know that if you go to the Middle East, you may not even live a day just dressed how you are right now. In America, you can walk to a bar alone at night, get drunk, and get home safe. Yes, that's not the safest thing to do, but even the fact that you have the capability of doing that shows that women are free and not oppressed. You want to be a full-time worker. You're going to college, you're studying. There's some countries that still women don't even have those rights fully where they can get an education and work. In America, women do not face any of that.
This woman just... I can't even take this serious, bro. I can't even blurt it out, bro. Scientific proof. I can't. Oh my God. You need scientific proof. When you try to sound smart, but you really sound dumb. I'm sorry. Oh my God, bro. Bro, this victimhood mentality that these women have in the West, it gotta cease. It really does. Because there are women, and it's funny too, because These are the same type of women that will shame passport bros from going to these other countries. And the first thing that come out of their mouth, they don't have the same rights and opportunities that we do. But here y'all are in the West screaming oppression at the same damn time. And you need scientific proof. I'm done.
Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. How is it embarrassing when he makes $5 million fucking dollars a year to kick a football? You want to know what is embarrassing though? Laughing at a multi-millionaire, meanwhile being a broke server, crying about it as well. It messes me up, man. You know, these cancel culture people, they never cease to amaze me, man. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The fact that these people tried to cancel him, bro, it just shows you how funny social media is. It shows you how bitter people are and just how miserable they are in their own shitty life. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Look at me in the camera. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Listen, that man Harrison Butker said nothing wrong. He's just high in his faith. Stop playing. Like, I've never seen somebody laugh at a millionaire. A broke person laughing at a millionaire, bro, is crazy to me.
Are you talking about money? Bitch, you're not making it. You're not making it. You're making no money.
You know the West is cooked when one of the best NFL kickers is being shamed for making $5 million a year by a woman who is a server, and she's not even cute. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. What more do I need to say? Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.